breathe a whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. Breathe a whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. I breathe us to achievers, get higher, higher, higher. Yeah, beat us. Glad bags of them dab slabs. Smoke with us and call it a hazmat. Streets is watching, I'm watching the streets. I set a bag and he set a beats. A matter of fact, bottom of the map. 305, better act like you know where you at. We just vibing, whips is sliding. Smoke leak out, this suicide. Roll them up when we rollin' up. Blunts a hand cause we don't give a fuck. You believe in God the way I believe in reefer. There's a reason they call me King Chief. I'm out of touch, I don't smoke enough. I love this stuff, y'all say I smoke too much. I'm ditching class and getting NASA. Puff, 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 and I pass. I be selfish, yet self-sufficient. It's 419, so give me a minute. Whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. Breathe a whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. I lost my lighter, stoner problems. I roll more leaves than falling autumn. Fuck the law, yeah, I fucked them. You need more trees, just call I got. Fatty T up in the gold tank. Window sill, hot box in the dank. So stone my crew, you know how we do. I don't smoke one, I always smoke two. Icky sticky, I roll with hippies. We get trippy, but keep it on the hipsy. MC set, it's the grip on my lap at all times. But they don't fuck with mine. Please no flex, it's not needed. Just sit back and let's get weeded. Ingest these trees till my eyes start bleeding. Not guilty, your honor, let's start the proceedings. I am legend, the one that they mention. See where the legends embrace the ascension. Haze in the sky, so you know I'm near. And if not, put them smoke signals in the air. Whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. Whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight. I breathe a whole day, or so they say. Gonna talk away, gonna float away. I smoke today, tryna smoke tonight. If I smoke again, then I'ma take flight.
Hey, what up, everybody? He should be here any second now, so I'm just going to run one more song. R.I.P. T-Bone.
I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack.
I got nicks for the kids, and 20 for the soldiers, quarters for the rollers, and pounds for the big cheap tokens. Bitch, we told you, we not smoking, we breathing this shit. You believe in God, well this is weed, I believe in it. Shout to my Afghanis, for that sweet citrus tropical. That's the green crack, hit me up, you know where I be at. I'm up in the trap, ain't slinging no white, ain't pushing no brown. But if it's green and it's around, then you know I'm in the town.
I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack.
Go and take a blast of this green crack. We got it stacked up to the ceiling in a trap. How you feeling when you hit that? I got a triple beam, but that really don't help me much. I use a DJ when I package my shit. Why the fuck would I have to front? This my block, and use my knock. So get the fuck up out my way. If you ain't got pay, I think not.
Hell no.
This ain't hard, but it ain't easy. Green cracks in the bag, at the front of the back, cause they sleazy.
I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack. I'm up in the trap, I'm slinging green crack.
Check, yo.
What up, man?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Audio.
Nothing? How about now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, there we go.
All right. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Not shit. Just chilling out. How's your day going?
Oh, you know. Same old. Work, more work. Gotta stay busy.
Feel that. What have you been up to lately?
Getting ready for this Lord of the Flies drop. Let's see, let me come over here. Come down this way and get on camera. It'll be easier. Sorry, it took me a second. The internet wanted to act up today.
Oh, you're good.
All right, what's going on?
Having internet problems myself.
Let's get this blowed up. Let me go to your link real quick. Sorry. I was here, I was on time, but just the internet was like, you have too many devices connected. I disconnected them all, and it was like, you have too many devices connected. I'm like, I know I'm stoned, but when did you send me that link to Facebook? Yeah.
Yeah.
StreamYard, Facebook.
This should be the first
YouTube.
link I sent you.
Got it. There we go. Hold on, let me mute that. So, all right, there we go. All right, word.
So you said you were getting ready for what?
Lord of the Flies.
Want to go ahead and tell a little bit of what that's about?
Yeah, let me see if I can. I'll go grab. You want to give me 1 second? I'll grab one. I'll show you. right, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Lord of the Flies, new album, literally new album. We got a couple features on here. My boy Illustrated.
It's kind of
cool, Florida. And then I got there's some engraving. You can't see it on here, but there's some engraving on there. I'm giving out who else is on here? My boy Fear U's on here. But I'm giving out a gold fly with it. Actually, I'm giving out a gold fly, a bronze fly, and a silver fly.
Limited edition, limited runs on them.
Yeah, well, it's a contest. You can only win the fly. You can't buy it. It's a 14 karat gold fly. Okay. So legit, not like gold plated, like legit. Jewelers making it. Yeah. Yep. Then there's a silver one and a bronze one. So the plan is, if you buy the album before the release, you're going to get entered into the contest. I got a list of names on the other side of my whiteboard over here. So you get your name put in. We're just going to like everyone's names by number, do a number generator or something like that. Maybe have my daughter pick a number 1 through 50, something like that. And then whoever wins that, the first one will get the album. Let me grab one of these real quick. Where's it at? You get like an album. I don't remember everything off the top of my head. There's like the sweatshirt for it, the hoodie, which is pretty much, which is like the front and the back of the album. So you got that on the hoodie. And yeah, you'll get a 14 karat gold fly. The gold, it's like 5 grams. I'll quit getting up. I'm sorry. No, it's like good. 5 grams of 5 grams of 14 karat gold. So it's literally just in the weight in gold. It's $250. If you did 5 grams of gold right now at 14K and you look it up on the internet, it's about like $48 a gram, somewhere around there. And you do the math, it's about $250, $250 or $48, something like that. So it's worth just that in that, more or less the idea that, like a jeweler made it and shaped it and did all that with it. So I thought that was just like something fly to do, to give out with a project. And I've never heard fuck Soulja Boy. I think I'm the first. I don't think I've ever heard of a rapper giving out gold before. So
I don't think I have either.
Someone said Rick Ross in the car show. I said, that's Rick Ross in the car show. I'm talking about like giving out gold albums to fans.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, what made you decide to do that?
I like to do things differently. I like to do things that haven't been done. I mean, sure, with my merch, I've done hoodies and everyone else has done a hoodie. I'm not the first person to do that, or a hat or whatever. But there's little things that I try to find or make unique, and not in a way to just like sell something to somebody and you not get any value of it. Because I do see a lot of artists do that. And not for nothing, you learn, you grind, whatever. But I always like to give people a value towards something. So, I think just in all that mindset, and again, trying to what hasn't been done. I'll go more personal on it. Music is not an easy thing. Music was never an easy thing, but you used to get $1 a download. And the world worked a little differently, and it wasn't so many artists and everything going on. And that wasn't but a couple of years ago. I'm talking 5 years ago, but 8 years ago, before all the streaming stuff really kicked in. So to try to promote and sell an album, I'm like, what do I do? Like, how do I have it, like I can inbox you, but hey, here's my new album. And what rapper hasn't done that to you? You know what I mean? And not for nothing, I get it done, and I don't check out probably 85. I'm not trying to be rude to everyone that's inboxed me. I'll probably check out 85% of it. I wouldn't have any time if I did. You know what I mean? There's some homies that send me something, Horror will send me something, be like, yo, check this out before I release it, or you know what I mean? Like something like that, not for, Yak, you know what I mean? Some homies will do that, but like, that's different. You know what I mean? I do check out some of the artists sometimes when they do send stuff, but a lot of times it's just like, what you just told me to check out your album. Why? What's different? hey, I made this like dark, creepy album from the perspective of the killer, and then it switches. Tell me why I want to hear your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think with all that, like in my brain, and like, what do we do? How do we get a little bit more attention? You know what I mean? Like, let's put this gold piece out with it. You know what I mean? And I should have that in my hand, hopefully, I think like end of the week or something, so I can show some real pictures.
Would you say that's some of your best work yet?
Man, I wouldn't have put it on the album if I didn't feel that. And I'll say that to say this. I put out an EP a while back called Last Night in Tokyo. And I felt like it's just the EP, 4 or 5 songs, but collectively the sound and I liked it a lot. Sonically, I think it was one of the best things I put out. And then I put this out, and I'll go a little deeper on this. Like, this project has been in the works for years, technically. Like, the beats, and I don't want to say it like this because people are gonna go, you're gonna think of the regular just rap genre beats or whatever. But the beats I think I originally got in 2016. A while back, I'll say I don't want to try to push this thing too far back, but about 2 years ago, I was trying to get this mix down, and it just didn't work out with the studio. I literally flew out to a studio, or maybe I drove up there, up in St. Louis. I went to the studio, not everything got finished, and then whatever, ended up getting, all good business with the studio, but things just weren't finished, you know what I'm saying? So I had when I went on tour with Kung Fu Vampire, I met Action Paxton, and I had already listened to Kung Fu's latest release, going up to the tour, like nobody's going to be doing on the road and everything. And the production was awesome. Hold on one second. The production was awesome. Oh, thank you. My daughter knows I'm in a podcast, so she just slipped me a note. It says, "I love you" with some numbers.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was like, "What is that?" Thank you, baby. So the very first day I met Paxton, I was like, "Yo, I know you hear this from rappers a lot. Like, what do you charge? And I want to do some production with you." But it's like, no, but I really peeped your shit out, and I like the production a lot. I was like, "You did all the engineering on that," and he's like, all the mixing and stuff. He's like, "Yeah." So I ended up going with him to have this mixed. He has a bass background, which is what he does a lot of. You remember like a White Girl Mob out of the Bay?
Yeah.
Little Dabby creation. The Louis Gucci, whatever. Like, I think he recorded and mixed all that. That Louis Gucci, Benny Prada, all that weird, just wear that shit, I don't wear nada, or whatever the song is, something like that.
Yeah.
He's the one who I think recorded it, and he. I know he engineered it. I don't know if he recorded it, but I think he recorded it too. But he used to do a lot of their stuff up in that area. So, anyways, I had linked with him, and then I got the album mixed, and then we went and shot a music video for it. Where down in like this, I put time into this project. I went and shot a music video. We went down to New Orleans and like 5 hours over into Mississippi. In New Orleans, we shot at this. It was an old church, and we rented it out. They were like going to convert it into something else, but it has these huge stained glass windows. And then we went over to Mississippi to this ghost town, and there's old abandoned churches and buildings and stuff like that. So we went over there and shot the rest of the video. I hired the Sky to come in and shoot for or to be an actress. Flew her in, got an Airbnb for everybody. My boy Fear U's on the song, doing some screams, and doing the hook with me, and just put a lot of time and effort and energy into this video. And I said, okay, what can we do? Because I don't want to release a music video that's going to be like, hey, and no offense to anyone, and I've done it too, and sometimes we have to do it as artists, but like, hey, here's me rapping on a graffiti wall. That goes back to like, it's been done. So how do you put out a video? Just like how do you put out an album and just say, hey, here's my music video. Believe me, when y'all see the visuals for this music video, y'all are gonna be like, Wil E Haze. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, what? Like this is the video is left. Like the video is left. That song is kind of left. Is not the normal sound you normally hear. But the whole album starts off and ends kind of in a collaboration of everything. And to say those beats were from 2016. One of the songs is "I Ain't Fucking With Y'all," which I performed at the Gathering a couple years ago, and I perform every time I perform. So that beat's relevant and sound. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound, like it's like that. It's a project I've had for sitting on for a long time, and had gone through a couple name changes and this and that. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see the music video honestly, because it's pretty crazy.
What's the difference in your mind state from that album to your new album?
From to this album, you're saying?
Yeah.
Probably a lot more, to be honest, probably a lot more anger in some of it. I'd say the first song is like dark. The second song is like a lot of energy and fuck you, because that's the "I Ain't Fucking With Y'all." There's an intro also.
More like
there's a weed song. There's a weed song, but the weed song is even kind of like the music's is not darker, like I'm doing like a horrorcore weed rap or something. But the beat is just like you'll hear when you hear the beats, and that is the best I can say. And then the last song is the one with the music video, and that's where like I came up with this little mix chain for my shit and this vocal sound, and we went with it, and I mean we went with it. Like you'll hear it, you'll be like, what the fuck?
So would you say it's like a more upbeat, more aggressive Wil E Haze?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know what I want to call it. There's some upbeat in there, and there's points. There's definitely highs, and if you listen to the album from front to end, just like that, there's definitely highs that are upbeat. "I Ain't Fucking With Y'all" is upbeat. There's some points at the last song. It's not upbeat, but the energy is just so there. But yeah, it's a little bit of a roller coaster. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of there's some emotion in there, but the first one's just kind of like. I call it dark, you know what I mean, in a sense, and just I'm just rapping. I don't even think the hook does the first one I think I rap, I don't know how many bars, 32, 48 something, 70 something bars, and then the hook comes in, and that's it for the first one. So it's a little, I don't like to always keep everything to format, but
right.
Yeah, I'm happy with this one. I'm excited. I'm trying to get the date and everything ready so I can just say, here's the date, let's go.
Right.
And, but it'll be like supposed to be end of February. I'm personally probably gonna push it back to about March is the idea. I don't want to go any past March with it. So that's just enough time to get everything finished up, uploaded online. I'm thinking about doing a chopped and screwed version of it. I'm thinking about putting that out on a tape. So if you order the album, you'll get the tape with it just as a freebie.
Cassette tape?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then maybe putting that version online, I'm assuming. You know what I mean? I still want people to hear it. Not everyone's got a cassette player. So yeah. That's been my whole, my whole goal besides taking care of my kid, you know what I mean, every other day. That's been this is what I'm on right now. I'm trying to figure out some YouTube ads and all, what do you say, like Facebook ads, and figure out all that stuff so we can really get this thing pushed out. Because algorithms are going to be algorithms. This one
says he loves you and that you're his boo.
that?
Whore.
Let's see if I can make that bigger.
Yeah, you started popping off in the Juggalo scene. What was it? Like 2016, 2017?
Gathering wise, I think it was 2014 or 2015 was my first gathering. And when I was doing music with Two Bongs RIP, Two Bongs is a Juggalo. Two Bongs was when I met Two Bongs. I mean, Joker's cards tatted up on them. I mean, and I ran with quite a few Juggalos down in Florida, and I hadn't known about it before, but and hung out with some homies before, but because of him, I think some of his fan base, and not for nothing, I just had fans that were, being independent, I guess, just fans that were Juggalos. I didn't know that at the time, but going on the Little White tour definitely helped that. What's up, baby girl? Hold on. What do you need, boo?
Oh, you're cool.
What do you want me to do? Okay. But going on the Little White tour, I think I have to write her a note back. Here, I'll take that back. Okay, go. Shut the door. Thank you. Going on the Little White tour, I noticed a lot of just a lot of Juggalo love. You know what I mean? Little White's got a lot of Juggalo fans, and being out there, I felt like, I guess being out there with him we did two separate tours, plus some shit with Project Pat, plus what other tour? I thought we did some other tour. I don't know, just all the stuff in Miami we were doing. But I noticed that when we went to the gathering, a lot of Juggalos or people that I just knew that were fans of mine that I didn't necessarily know were Juggalos were there and be like, yo, Wil E Haze, what up? It's so-and-so from Facebook. Or, yo, what up, Wil E Haze? You know what I mean? Or I'd recognize them just straight off the bat. So, but yeah, that would be to answer your question in very, very, very long form. That was...
yeah, I remember
2014, 2015 is when I came around.
Before you came like hardcore in, I was putting it down in Iowa street team for you. Like,
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
14 or something like that.
I'm gonna swing this over here just so I can get closer to y'all. There we go. It's not.
Yeah, and then you popped into the Juggalo scene and it was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got there. It's funny because I told Two Bongs, it was Two Bongs the first gathering too. I remember right where I was standing, I could go to Steve's property and go stand on that spot. Like, I don't know why, but I just know where I was. If you're looking at main stage, like basically where Ballers, what Ballers used to be, the big Ballers, off to the right-hand side of it, because there was a dab tent down there. But I remember just standing there, I was like, I feel like I'm home. And he was like, that's what we call it. And I was like, oh, where? You know what I mean? Like he explained, explained to me more and more or whatever. And yeah, I just fell in love with the people, the community. You know what I mean? I don't have any other explanation for it than I loved it. But I had known who ICP was. It's not like I didn't listen to rap. I heard, remember them dissing Eminem back in the day and all that stuff, and that kind of. So it's not like I didn't listen to or know who they were. You know what I mean, in a sense, but wasn't fully engulfed in it as I am now, I'd say.
For sure. Now, when you were in the military, correct?
Yeah, just for a little bit. I wasn't a lifer, as we call them.
Right. Did the guys always try to get you, hey, put on a show for us?
No, more so than, we were just rapping and freestyling and you know what I mean? Like we weren't doing, I don't think I had performed for people, but I wouldn't say I had done shows maybe at that point. But we would just, beat on the wall and rap and freestyle. I always had like in the barracks, I always had a closet, had my mixer set up on a desk nearby and play beats and record. And, I got hours and hours of us freestyling and some songs that we even created. There was some mixtapes back in the day we put out called Hellwater. Hellwater, I think there's a volume 1. There might've been a volume 2. If not, there's just a bunch of straggler songs. But we would do that. And I had met a couple dudes. Shout out my boy Jamal, shout out my boy Big Fee. And more than them, but those two specifically. And we kind of all kept on with music, especially Fee. I moved down to Miami. Fee was down in Miami, linked up with him, got him doing shows down there. We started running a bunch of shows down there. That's where I had linked up with Two Bongs, No Emotion, Gold Mask, my boy Oddfather, you know what I mean? And they were all, I wouldn't call it No Motion at that time, like hardcore Juggalo, but he was definitely around in that world and the scene and had fans of Juggaloism.
Who's the person you took the most knowledge from, more like the most serious?
Out of all the homies, you mean?
Out of any artist, period. That's
that I've taken the most knowledge from. That's the question. Artists I've taken the most knowledge from, not like influence, but most knowledge from. That's interesting because see, I break down. I have a lot. I go deep into the world of hip hop. Knowledge. I mean, there's people like Dead Prez. There's people like Immortal Technique, Tupac. I think an interesting person that I've taken, well, both of them, knowledge and the perspective would be Sage Francis and Idea from Idea and Abilities, if you know who that is. Actually, I just got the new Idea book right here. I haven't opened it yet. But I listen to them a lot. But I like from militant to like, you know, open your mind type music, you know what I mean? And stuff like that would be, but even you could listen to the Clowns and be like, you know, they could say something and just be like, yo, I didn't ever think of that. Or like, oh, I get the double entendre or triple entendre in there talking about. And, you know, and you can get it from them too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would say, you know, people like that, if I'm going to go from like, you know, knowledge or stuff like that. When I was a kid, I listened to Sister Soldier. Like, I listened to a lot of like I would say like more like black militant hip hop at times. You know what I mean? My homie had always my homie and his older brother, they always bump like Public Enemy a lot like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of Public Enemy, but I'm not like deep in their catalog. But there are definitely songs I fuck with. I'd like to see them at the gathering. That'd be kind of fresh.
For sure, though. What made you create faygo Gang? What was the whole story behind that?
Well, I'll kind of say it. I'll start like this to say it. When I first came around in the Juggalo world, I just kept on doing me. Because I mean, when I came around, I was like, oh, what else can we do? Whether event or like go hang out or meet people or whatever, you know, even if I wasn't performing, like, you know what I mean, still pop up.
What can I do that other artists don't do?
And yeah, but I guess my mindset was like, in the beginning, I was like, I don't want to like jump in, and I've talked about this before, like I didn't want to like do a Juggalo song. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna continue being Wil E Haze, and I still am, I feel.
Yeah.
And I do things accordingly, but I wasn't like, yo, I love the gathering this year. Let me do, you know, not knowing about doing a song about it or something, but like, let me, you know, like, my next album wasn't all like Juggalo shit, and I wasn't trying to sell myself to Juggalo, is what I'm trying to say. I continued selling myself as myself. And eventually
establish your name as a Juggalo rapper.
Right. What was, I think 2018, 2019 was the New Orleans J-Day, somewhere around there, 2018, 2017, something like that. So a year prior to New Orleans J-Day, so I had already been in the scene now for 4 or 5 years or something like that. Been a couple of gatherings, performing under my belt. I'm at the point where like a lot of my regular just homies and people that hit me on the phone are now just Juggalos. My whole Facebook is filled up with just Juggalos. You know what I mean? Like my world has switched. I still go do all my hip hop everywhere else and get love for everything else. But that part of me has just been like
main embrace is the Juggalos.
Involved and evolved. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the point where, hold on, let me back up. 2017. At some point, I just had this idea in my head for a song. Again, I didn't ever want to come out at first and do a song, and I didn't like hold it back either. Just at some point, this came to my head, and I heard, this is a faygo thing, and this is my faygo gang. This is, you know what I mean? Like, something like that in my head, and I was like, I need a beat for this, but I didn't want to do it on a regular beat. I had to find, to me, a beat that stuck out. So it took me like 8 months. I feel like somewhere around that number sounds about right. Something like that. 8 months to find the right beat. I find the right beat. I go, I'm on tour or something. I'm stopping off in Reno doing a show. I have I gotta be, because I have my recording equipment in my backpack, like not my studio, but a portable one. And I'm at the homegirl Shelly's house. Tony Smoker's there. Tony Smoker records it for me. It's not even like I was trying to record the final vocals, but after listening to it, like there's things I want to tweak or change. So I have that song. We get down to New Orleans. My boy Illest, who's one of the features on Lord of the Flies, I'm like, yo, here's my laptop. Just make me a show mix. And he doesn't even work on Logic. He edits on something else. But he goes on there, makes me this dope little show mix. I mean, he took the time, did some shit in there, was Googling some shit. So the day of the New Orleans J-Day or whatever, that show we did, we all opened for Light that night. That song gets mixed, at least good enough for, it's a mix, but it's good enough for the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, let me back up. Before we get out there, for some reason, I got a feeling about this. Let me make some merch for the song. Because I had noticed, sometimes other artists, big artists especially, might just do merch for a certain, for a certain song or something like that. So I'm like, I'm going to do that for Faygo Gang. So I make these Faygo Gang. I hit up my art guy who's done the Wil E Haze logo and a good 85% of a lot of my logos and art and stuff. I hit Johnny up. He does it for me, sends it over. Or I tell him what I want, kind of. He sends a couple of ideas over. We finalize them. I get the shit printed up. We get to the show. I set up my merch. They ended up kicking us out because it was Live Nation, and they got to do a sweep of the building. So we got to leave our merch in there. But before that happened, I did hats, T-shirts. Hold on one second. What's up, baby girl? What's up? Oh, let me give you a big hug. Oh, it's okay. Daddy's right there. You can hear me talking, okay? Don't be scared, okay? I love you. Okay. Let me shut the window. Okay. All right, hold on one second, man. If you can hear me, hold on. It's raining here and it's real windy. She just kind of gets scared. You good, boo? Oh, I love you. Okay, I'll be done soon.
You said there was a
where were we at? I'm sorry.
Video for that Faygo Gang.
There's a what?
Is there a music video for it?
No, I'll back up and get to where that part's at. So we before the doors open, I sold out of half the fucking merch. And I'm like, oh, I'm on to something here. And I wasn't doing it in the sense of like, in retrospect, and some people who hate on me, and I don't think there's a whole lot of them. I don't feel like they don't say it to my face. They some people be like, oh, you did that, oh, you're not original. Da, da, da. I'm like, bro, this was my idea. I don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I mean? No one else did Faygo Gang, so shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Right. Any other juggalo?
So many opportunities.
20 fucking years. Came up with Faygo Gang and ran that shit and done a good job or a bad job. Difference is, I think I did a fucking good job with that shit. So we sell out half the merch, sold out the rest of the merch by the end of the night. And it became that. And I never put out the song to this day. So the song's not out. There's no music video. There's a music video idea. There's a concept and everything. There's a storyboard. I've talked to a director about doing it, but it's going to cost some money to do it the way I want to do it. Right. I thought about I can get all the footage and do a music video of me performing at all the places and try to film one at the gathering, but I'm not gonna lie, at the gathering, I am not in put me on camera, I'm rapper mode. On stage is one thing, but I'm just not in that mode. It's hot out there, I'm sweating, you know what I mean? I'm having a beer or 3 and I want to chill. You know what I mean? But we do got a good idea. There's a director out of like Michigan. We're gonna probably go over to New York in the Bronx to go shoot this music video. But there will be a music video for it. There will be a whole album release for Faygo Gang. It will come out. I'm trying to do it by the end of the year. I got to get the money up for that music video. That's kind of where that's waiting at right now. So buy my new shit, everyone listening, and support. But yeah, no, there's no music video right now as of yet, but there's definitely one in mind, and it's pretty funny, I think. So it'll be pretty cool.
Hell yeah. You got any new merch?
New merch. I'm gonna be dropping a bunch of. Oh, there's the new. Well, there's a. I don't have. Maybe I have a picture of it on here. I can show y'all. I got a new Lord of the Flies tee dropping. I'm supposed to have them by the end of this week, and we got some new Faygo Gang stuff coming. A lot of stuff we're gonna hold out till probably spring. on some items, and then probably gathering until we really drop everything for the year. Instead of trying to do, I know a lot of people do a lot of drops, and I don't know why, but I think, no disrespect to them, like like Supreme or whoever, drop, and I'm like, I get it, and I get that you're creating the hype that way or whatever, but I'm not trying to take everybody's money either. You know what I mean? I try to look the fuck out a lot of times. I could charge more for some things and I don't, or hey, I got the 20 here, take the hat. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Don't come up to me, give me $20, ask me for a hat. Huh?
I've seen at some shows the t-shirt $70 just for a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's basic crazy ass t-shirt.
Yeah, let me see if I can find these pictures from this guy real quick. Jeez, John. Yeah, it's basically here, images, Lord of the Flies. I know you're not going to see it that well on here, but I'll show you. Front of the shirt. Let's see if we can get this glare off a little bit. Lord of the Flies. It's got a fly on there. It's actually like this big fly right here. It's a decal. And then got the name tag done, like I always do, name tag, or the size tags. And on the back, there's the last song that I was telling you about, with the music video that we're doing. That's the lyrics on that song right there.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that shirt's almost for that song particularly, but it's also for that whole album. So I got some of that stuff coming out. Like I said, I got somewhere around here CDs for it. I got stickers for it. We just got printed up. I'll have like all that. I don't want to say the basic stuff, but I'll have like that basic stuff for this album release. I'm working on some new Wil E Haze shit, some like super stoner shit, because I feel like sometimes in my mind I'm like, okay, let me go back to this heavy weed shit. You know what I mean? So after this album, I'm probably gonna release an album called I don't know if this is gonna be one of your questions, but I'm jumping. I got a project coming out called LL Cool Haze, and I basically jacked. I didn't jack the beats. Let me word this correctly. The beats contain samples or from the original samples that he sampled from LL Cool J shit. So like the song I'm doing it well, right? Like we have that one. Actually, I think ours is a sample from his doing it, but the drums are a lot faster and it's a sample and it's chopped up. You know what I mean? It's differently. Right. So one of the songs is like from the actually original sample that he sampled it from for the Pink Cookies song. I don't remember the original song right now, but Pink Cookies in the Plastic Bag. So there's about 4 or 5 songs on that I'm gonna drop sometime after that. Probably might not shoot a music video for it. Might shoot a music video for it. I don't know what, but that's just like a little fun, quick release that I just want to drop for people. I thought about dropping it before the Lord of the Flies, but I think I want to get Lord of the Flies out. I've been waiting for 9 years almost, technically, since I bought the beats. Shit. The shit. At one point in time, I think I was gonna call the project 6 Year Ghost, and then it turned to 7 years. I was like 7 year ago, something like that. I was gonna name it kind of weird, off name, and because it was like probably been sitting there for 6-7 years, and some things have been written, some things hadn't been written, but it definitely wasn't fully put together. I was living in Los Angeles actually at the time, before I moved out to Vegas, when I was starting to work on that project, and yeah, I got all types of weird shit. Bro, I hit up the homies C-6 the other day, and I was like, yo, you remember that verse that y'all did for me? Because a long time ago, it was on the second White tour, and I was running the second White tour, like in charge, like paying off White and everything like that, and we had brought C-6 out for like 2 shows or something like that through the homie Jit, and they had I don't think they had ever done a show before. I think that was their first show. I think it was in, I don't know if we were in Memphis. I think we were somewhere in Tennessee or something like that. But I think that was their first show actually. And I might be wrong. I'm not, you know what I mean? Don't hold it against me, you know what I mean? But I think that was C-6's first live performance. And they just showed me love. I've kept in just online contact. But I was like, yo, I got that song. They're like, bro, you never released that shit. I was like, it was lost on a hard drive. And not lost, but it's just, I didn't know where it was. I knew it wasn't lost. It was just somewhere. And so I got a track to see the 6 that I don't know if I'm gonna throw it on the Faygo Gang album or push that out on another project. But I got a bunch of weird shit like that. That's just like hidden and not released. If you went through my shit, there's probably at least a whole album of music that all that you have to do is just get it mixed. There's a lot of songs that I might have written or references that I need to record still. You know what I mean? I reference record a lot when I write. I don't even write. I just say into the mic and then think of the next line. Just like I'm going to write it down, think of the next line, right? But I'll say it into the mic and then I have it there to the tone and to the cadence I want it. Versus sometimes, at least back in the day when I would write, I remember it would be different. Like sometimes I'd write something and be like, oh, but how did I say it with the cadence? You know what I mean? How did I say it to the beat? And I didn't ever remember that. So sometimes I'll just record right through here and then go back into the booth and, re-record it all.
Care to play a song quick?
I'm down. What up, everyone in the room? What up, 710 Ninja? Hey, we got to link up, man. I got the next 2 days off, man. Maybe I'll drive out there tomorrow. Holler at me. Let's smoke some weed. Los and Loud podcast. Lowe's in the house. You know there's a music video for that one, right?
If you got the
420 vision.
I was looking at it and it wasn't popping up.
I don't know why it's not attached to that album. It should be, but if you type it in, it must be. Oh, that good weed. Yeah, my bad. I don't even know what song it is. This is like a lyric video before they were doing lyric videos.
If you got the 420 vision, then you can see 2 balls full of this joint with precision. If not, damn it, that's fine with me. Just know this not smell sticky enough for the vine to see. 2 balls? How in the hell can you miss me? When I'm smoking me bong in the street, please don't hit me. Smoke the joint, beat and lift me quickly, so I hit the pip swiftly and lick your chick's titly. Hit it on a stick, trippy anything I ever wish. Put it on my list, I'ma roll it up tight, make a big old split, take a big old hit load out like this. Yeah, I'm a hot boy, but it's my toy, so I fly boy. I'ma heat this nail, I'ma dab it like that, I'ma touch it to the bone and the clock beat fat. I'm not so sure why y'all just be hating.
Hey,
the
what up,
joints that I
Ease?
smoke, there ain't no mistaking. So when I smoke in front of cops, I don't be shaking, cause I'm the fake crusader, and yes, my cape be stankin'.
I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that. I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that. I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that. I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that. Hello, hi, I'm in high five. You Wi-Fi, this visual tie-dye. You light up and let the mom rock. Dank from Dubai, chocolate negro tie. Some shit we've been breathing on called third eye. Wonder why? Cause it's wonderful. Crush it down, light it up, and take a pull. Hold it, hold it, hold it, yeah. Now you feel that smoke, kid. I done introduced a lot of young lungs. Got them sprung on that smoke. I was young too, no joke, true story. I even blazed that Willie weed. Big ups to A-Dog, Lucky, and BBB. Chatty-O, Alex, C-Dizzle, my nigga V. My homie L-Dog, when you see me, 420. I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that.
Choking on that.
I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that. I'm smoking on that. I'm talking on that. I'm choking on that.
That volcano. I want to say what up to my boy Ease in the room.
Yeah.
What up, Eric? That's my Washington people. They smoke good up there, like good. I've been at his house for like a week, and we was just fucking retarded smelling for the whole week.
For sure, yeah. I've gotten some weed up there when I was out that way one time, and it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's that good weed. Yeah, we shot that down in Miami.
Fun day making that video.
Do what? A fun day?
I bet that was a fun day making that video.
Oh yeah, I think I had like a half a pound of weed. We laid out like a quarter pound or half pound on the fucking table. We painted that back wall. That's actually was in my warehouse, and I had a loft right above it where I slept, but you can't really. That's like what the roof area looks like or whatever. But that was fun. Then we shot what was it? It must be that your homie got pounds. We shot another music video right after where we're on the wall. And that video took off better than the video we put all the production time into. I was like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. I mean, they both took off when we put them out, but it just that one, the next one happened to go better. But now it was fun. The shit on the bottom, if you notice, little weed leaf or whatever, like I had to manually do that for the words and make that leaf bounce up and down and keyframe. I had to keyframe the whole shit and be like. Because I didn't want it to look sloppy. Like when I say that good weed, I want it to be on weed. When I say weed, you know what I mean? Like I'm a perfectionist when it comes to some of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? I want it to be right. I'm not gonna, And there was no program to do that at the time or whatever. There was no cap cut or whatever. That video is fucking 10 years old or some shit, like 8 years old.
What Eric say? Shout out. How do you say that? Bod high. Booty high.
Shout out Bodie High.
Bodie high.
Yeah, I think that's Bodie. Or Bod High. Bodie. What up, Bodie?
Yeah.
That's the new slang. What up, Bodie? I'm a Bodie low.
You did what? 3 albums with 2 bongs that you released?
No albums. We just did. Technically, we did. I gotta double check my brain here. We just did Oxygen Breaks as an album that we released, which was a work in progress because I'm not talking bad on him or nothing, but he at the time had not passed. I'm sorry. At the time, he had gone to rehab.
Yeah. And
we had started the project, and then I put it off on hold because. Not to knock him or nothing. Oxygen Breaks was my idea. It was my idea for a song, my idea for an album. I was like, yo, I'm gonna run with this. Wil E Haze is gonna be this good look. And he was like, yo, I do this shit called his name was Rabid, but he's like, I do this shit called 2 bongs because Rabid was more like I don't want to call it horrorcore. Like he was like, I'm gonna cut you and split your like that, but more like the darker sounding of rap and him being a chopper and all that. So. We linked up and he had played me some song that he had done. And I shot him some music videos. I shot a music video for High Boy. I shot him a music video for Murder Suicide, which to this day is one of the dopest videos I think I ever shot. Like you have to watch that music. I don't know if you want to play a video later, but play that one if anything for the homie. But I shot both of them in the same day in that same warehouse. We shot that one, and I brought his car in for one of them and projected like driving scenes, and he's smoking. That's on High Boy, and then Murder Suicide. That's the real like dope one. There's real more cinematic, I'd say. Yeah, we shot that. It's more bloody or whatever.
And that's the same thing. The same time you did that like shit with Lil White, right? That cartoony.
That's probably about that time period. Maybe off by a year or two or somewhere around there, but yeah, the Trip song I did with Lil White or whatever. Yeah. Right. Honestly, I'll say this, and I appreciate. I mean, I had been on tour with him, and we just had a good repertoire on tour and linked. You know what I mean? Like outside of the rhetoric, sometimes be like, "Yo, did you see this? Did you see that? Yeah, okay, cool." You know what I mean? We were just a little bit more on a different level of some shit, but out of all the features I've ever heard Lil White on it, I'm outside of like 3 6 Mafia or something like that. I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like kids buying features or dudes buying rappers buying features. I shouldn't say kids, but bro, I think I got one of the best Lil White verses ever. Because when you listen to that shit that he's saying, he's telling you a story, which I don't necessarily. I mean, you hear White tell stories, but he's like storytelling in that one. He's like, my boy Yella had an onion face. I met that fool. You know what I mean? That he's talking about in real life afterwards, like years afterwards. Like, yo, I'm him. I'm like, oh shit. But he's telling just this dope ass story about the night that Doubt Me Now dropped, his first album. You know what I mean? And being on acid or whatever. You know what I mean? When you listen to the song, you know. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying his other verses aren't dope, but a lot of people get, you know, the braggadocious fuck shit up, get crunk, you know, verse or whatever. And I was just so happy that he gave me something I felt he put in his time for that. You know what I mean? Like he could have just thrown me, he could have just written some shit and been like, here you go, whatever. But,
especially that point in his life, he was fucked up on a lot of shit.
Yeah, I have been on 2 tours with him. I mean, I know, you know, like there was nights where there were nights and no disrespect to him, but like if he wasn't on stage by like we had this in contract, so we were safe, but you know, White was like, look, I got to be on stage by this time, because if not, why is anyone, for the most part, you're sitting there 10, 11, 12 o'clock, you're getting tired, you're drinking, whatever, you're gonna get less songs or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so there were some nights that were like, hey, White's kind of fucked up tonight, you know what I mean? Like, we're only gonna do these couple songs to be out. I'm like, cool, promoter knows they fucked up anyway, you know what I mean? They're the ones laid on time. We're safe in the contract, so you know, no, I'm not dogging him or anything like that. I just saw him at the Float not too long ago, and we chopped it up for quite a while. And yeah, we were telling old stories and shit like that. Like, shit, when 3 6 Mafia got back together, he called me he was on fucking. He saw me pop into his live or some shit, and he brought me into live, and he's like, "Yo, remember when we were on tour?" And he was like, we were like 4 a.m. We're having conversations about like, man, if 3 6 got back together and did a reunion, and then they did that, and he was like, "Yo, they're doing it." He's like, "Come out here, come stay at the crib." I couldn't, because I don't know if I had something with my daughter or something at the time. There's something that like there was no way around me getting out there. I would have been out there for that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was just cool that he thought of me like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I call him the little big homie, because he's, you know, shorter than me. But that's the big homie.
He was
he was
brought to Des Moines in 2015, and we ended up chilling out that whole day together and shit, and fucking within 2 hours.
Was that a tour?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember what tour it was, but it was Lil White, Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that's with me. I was on that tour.
I was the one that got fucking Lil White all fucked up that night.
I'm the one who. Okay, so Jackie Chan, right? Who I'm still in contact with. He lives somewhere. I'm not gonna put shit out there, but yeah, Jackie lives somewhere, you know, in somewhat the vicinity. Jit Benjamin, Easy Money, White, right? Jesus. We called him. We call him Gold Tooth Jesus or something like that on the tour as a joke. But and then Wil E Haze and Jukebox. Yeah, we were on that tour. I don't know if that's when I first had come across you or not, but I remember. Yeah, I was on that tour. Yeah, because Des Moines. Wait, Iowa, was that the show that we didn't get to perform the show though? It was like a daytime show, and we all partied in the parking lot for a little while. Right?
Yeah, we drank a handle of Crown, and then I went back to the store and got another bottle. We fucking polished that off, and then I went back to the store again and got another bottle, and that was all in like 2 hours. And then we shot that music video, dude.
Okay.
The cops go up, me and White go up to the cops and talk to them.
We weren't there for the music video, but after the music video, we had the after party at the hotel. We were bottles of champagne, motherfuckers were throwing people in the pool. It was like almost like the movie style like parties. I was like, yo, this is lit. Like it was like one of those parties that I remember that night. Yeah, we were signing titties in the parking lot and shit like that. I got footage of that shit. There's some titties that says Lil White, Wil E Haze, and 2 bombs on that shit. I got pictures and videos of that shit somewhere. Oh, yeah,
I was fucking floored by the time the music video was done. I was fucked up.
Yeah, we were not that video. For whatever reason, we didn't go to the video. Or maybe we were. We didn't. I remember being at one of the music videos, but I don't think it was that night. I feel like. Because I don't remember cops showing up. I don't remember that. Because the
Yeah,
first fight,
right before we shot the music video, yeah, there was like ambulance showed up, fire truck showed up, cops showed up.
I think I think there was 4 or 5 fights out of like the first 5 or 6 days of that tour. Like some knives getting pulled, like some like I seen Jackie Chan go buck wild on him. Like I seen motherfuckers getting doors shut up. I mean, I saw some wild shit. I was just like, oh, I remember a couple times in 2 Bongs, I was like, if White and them weren't involved or weren't around or whatever, there was some shit going on, we would just walk out. And like, I remember one time, like there was an event, one of the shows, we left. This is a funny story. The fight's going on, the boys are secured, but we gotta, for whatever reason, we gotta walk back to our hotel. We didn't have a ride to the hotel, Uber or some shit. But there's this big old fight going on, and cops are coming, and we got weed on us, and we don't got regular weed on us. It's stinky weed, and we got a lot of it. You know what I mean? And I remember like, yo, 2 Bongs, let's go. And we just walked back to the hotel. That wasn't but like maybe a mile or something. But we walked back to the hotel. Cops were coming by us and shit, and I just got like my hand in my pocket with a shitload of weed ready to toss it, and like, you know what I mean? Like, what are y'all doing? We thought they were gonna question it, but they just drove over to the fight shit eventually. But yeah, there's some wild nights on that shit.
What night was that?
That was like one of the first couple of nights that specific fight. That wasn't in Des Moines though, because Des Moines, I remember something happened out, and like I said, a White didn't perform or some shit like that. We performed in that little like building in the alley, and it was like some little like
the underground rock shop or something like that.
Yeah. It was like a little square room, not shit on the place or nothing, but I remember performing in there. It was hot, and then I remember just like partying in the parking lot afterwards, and White wasn't gonna go on, and we were all like, all right, let's fucking go party. And that's what we did.
I just fucking came across fucking photos of that night too.
That's funny. I got footage of all the tours, and I need to put something together one day.
Because there was that big ass fucking van that looked like a shark and shit.
Yeah. That's that time. That's funny. I was like, yeah, wait a minute, I was on that one. That's funny.
I thought you might have been, but I couldn't remember because that was a hell of a night.
That was a minute ago too. Shit. There's been a lot of help nights since then.
I don't drink anymore now, so I just smoke.
Yeah, I'm a smoker. I mean, I'll have some beers at the gathering or something, but
right.
One or catching me doing shots and getting buck wild and on.
You go spin the wheel?
No, I'm not. Man, I know better than that. I've done my time enough. I tell everyone when you go to the gathering. Favorite gathering moment?
Outside of performing on stage.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't even good. I was thinking of like my gathering experience. One of my favorite gathering moments, that one that comes to mind. Well, that's another one. When a quickie was like when Waka jumped in the crowd or whatever, and he came over by us, because I remember telling everyone that gathering, I was like, oh fuck Waka Flocka. And I was like, bro, Waka's lit. Like his energies, I was like, y'all just motherfucking wait. And some of those same homies came back to me, they're like, bro, I'm a fucking fan now, and I'm all fanboy and shit. I was like, I told you motherfuckers, dude. But now one of my favorite moments, I think, one of the funniest moments, I'll bring up a couple, just to bring up 2 Bongs. I remember like being at the gathering, hitting the dab rig, turning around, right about that same spot I said the home story, turning around, and there go the police, and I'm like, whoop, whoop, and they whoop me back. I just have this dab rig in my hand. I'm like, bro, that's so like, I don't F with the police, but that's so like chill that they didn't, you know what I mean? They let us do that or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. But one of my favorite gathering moments I can remember is just like, the first one that came to mind was, we're in Oklahoma City. I know everyone hated Oklahoma, but we're in the Oklahoma one. Me and my boy I brought out a bunch of homies. I brought out homies from Star Cult to perform on my set. I brought out Sly, or technically Hated by Most, their group at the time. and two bongs, and kind of like I did the Faygo Gang set a couple years ago, basically. Except for that one, I also I let them perform a song, and then I performed a song that I had with each of them. So Sly and me one night decided to eat some fungus, and for whatever reason, I don't know if we were both up on the top of the RV at one time or not, or he didn't want to go up there. But for whatever reason, there's just a certain time in that experience that I'm sitting on the top of the RV and he's sitting down on the chairs, and we got like where the tent is set up. This is at night though. I don't know if anyone's performing. I don't know what time of the night it is, whatever. But people are. It's definitely lit and live. I think this is after main stage though, and whatever the fuck he's laughing at down there, I'm laughing at up there. And whatever I'm laughing at up there, he's laughing at down there. Because we would see the exact same shit and would think the same way about it when people were walking by, or we'd hear someone say something and then we'd mimic them the same. Like there was just this like total like we were in the same lane together. You know what I mean? Like, and that was a really like, I don't know. It was just a real fun moment. And being up on the top of the RV, Oklahoma was flat, so you can kind of just see everything. You know what I mean? And I don't know, that just kind of sticks out to me. I've had, watching music, watching Kid and Play do the kick dance was fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like there's like other little things or whatever. Freestyling with Two Bongs and my boy Angel and did I say Two Bongs and Two Bongs for an hour or some shit like that by main stage one time. I got third place in the rap battle. I mean, there's like a bunch of different things that I've done or had, but yeah, that one sticks out as a little magical moment, I would say, because we were just telepathic and telecommunicating to each other with everything, just laughing. Yeah.
The power of the Dark Carnival.
Mm-hmm. It provides.
And you've performed 3 times, all second stage, or?
No, my first gatherings I was performing the third stage because they had 3 stages at one time.
Yeah.
And now the event stage is kind of like the third stage, but yeah, it was just the 3 stages. So the 10th stage, the pendulum stage was what the first one was called. But anyways, I don't know. Pretty much every other year I've performed since 2014 or 2015. 2020, and we obviously skipped 1 year too. But I'm sorry, not 2020, but that one we didn't. The Super Gathering, they invited me to perform, and I was out on tour with Tony Smoker, and I missed the email by 2 days, 48 hours, and they're like, the slots are already gone, and I was like, fuck. So, but I've submitted for this year. I'm hoping to come back because it's been 2 years now. I got a bunch of new stuff to do and up on that stage, but I have, if I haven't performed every year, I would be like the Super Gathering. So I did the Reno Riders Party and a couple other parties. A lot of the times I do, I'm usually performing in 2 or 3 spots if I'm not doing a main performance. If I'm doing a main performance, I try to keep, like what was it, 2 years ago when I had second stage, I did the Faygo Gang shit. We did a set the day before on Whore's Weed shit. And I gave him most of the songs. I started up Faygo Gang and I cut it right when everyone's getting hyped. And I was like, if y'all want the rest of that shit, pull up to the stage tomorrow, 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But I try not to do too many sets if I have a big one because I'm gonna blow my voice out. I'm out there fucking yelling everything like everyone else is. I had a dream last night. Oh my god, that just reminded me. I had a dream last night. I forgot my megaphone. I be having dreams like that, bro. I be having all that. I be having merch dreams like I'm here and I don't have my merch with me. Can I leave someone here in my spot in line and go back and get it and drive to wherever it's at? And like I be having like. Yeah, I'd be having dreams like that. But just last night, yeah, I had a dream that I didn't have my megaphone. I just remembered that. That's crazy. I usually bring 2 just in case. Breaking them.
Well, that song that you said, it was Murder what?
Murder Suicide. If you look up Rabbid, RABBID. Murder Suicide. Like 2 different ones come up. Hold on 1 second. I know I'm talking to them in the interview right now. I haven't read it yet. I'll read it soon. Okay, are you okay? You getting hungry? Okay, we're almost done. Okay. Chicken and macaroni. I'm gonna cook some organic chicken for you. Okay, watch your fingers. What? Okay, I'll get you something. Hey, hold on one second, man.
You're good. I'll go ahead and play the song.
What? I ain't got nothing to live for. Drugs are gone, you know I'm an emo. They get to me sick as soon as they hit the two sits on the bowling like C4. I'll lead it all, just give me your raw, man. You sick of the sickness? I'm taking my written, not giving a shit if you're doing, not leaving no witness. No pray for forgiveness. The beast inside, I told you arrive. So now that eat you alive, they'll be acting surprised. Just open your eyes. That's what I'm screaming, stuck in a drink, still I'm feeling. I got a second voluntary habit that's got me bleeding. It's willing. Feel the rage I hate, I feel the hate, so I'll rage. So something amazed, so do amazed, I feel alone, let me say. So pray to be saved, my head is spinning, I'm crashing, call for help. This is nervous, joking, feeling, ain't no way to be dealt. This is the beginning of the end, no, my life ain't worth living. Too many people at my neck, and ain't no choice I've been given. So take my hand and walk the line, I know it's cold, but let's rock. There's lots of shit's been on my mind, like murder, suicide. I'm feeling the kind of direction I'm running from. Tonight I have nothing to live for. I'm taking your life and I'm making it mine. You give me the gun and the God to mine, another symptom of mine. I'm feeling the kind of direction I'm running from. Tonight I have nothing to live for. I'm taking your life and I'm making it mine. You give me the gun and the God to mine, another symptom of mine.
Yeah, that was a fun one to shoot. I directed, shot that, edited it. Had some homies that helping, but yeah. Actually, might be my boy was shooting it, and I was.
I like it.
His flow.
Yeah, I like how his voice and his flow just fucking.
You gotta go check out if you go look up Rabid, he's got a couple albums out.
Yeah,
he's got with under Two Bongs. He had an album with Suicide out of Florida. Yeah. They got an EP together. I think like 6, 7, 8 songs or something. And he's got some of his own stuff. And then we did answer because you asked earlier how many albums we had. I think it's just the one, but we did other tracks. I'm on Pizza Main, and I'm on like another 2 of his songs on his albums. He's on some songs on my albums, and he's got a verse on one of the remixes on Smoke With My People. And yeah, I think I'm out of content of him for the most part. And there's a lot of video footage that I have that hasn't been put out and this and that. But like, as far as like lyrical content, I think that I've released Green Crack. It had been out on like SoundCloud way back in the day or something, but never on distribution. So I released Green Crack just at the end of the year right around Christmas or something like that, because he passed right after Christmas a few years back, 3 years ago. So I think I'm out of that. The one thing I do have, and again, besides just like random footage that I could put together other stuff, or maybe make us a music video for a song we already have at some point in time, I can do something like that. We legit shot 3 episodes to a reality show. 2 cameras, label mics, boom mic, director, cameraman, lighting. I mean, like legit shot a TV show. And there's 3 episodes, and the premise of the show was, I mean, it was, staged, but reality kind of style or whatever. We basically like show up to the fan's house, and like we knock on the door and like, hey, Wil E Haze, 2 Bongs. what are you doing here? And be like, remember that time you said if we're ever ready, you'd smoke us out? Well, we're here. Let us in. You know what I mean? Let us in, kind of thing. And we go into their house. And there's like 3 different things or elements that'll like happen in the storyline that'll make us want to split and leave eventually. Like, all right, this motherfucker's crazy. We gotta go and hightail it out, that kind of thing. But yeah, I gotta edit that. I've never edited that for whatever reason. That got put on a back burner, but it's shot very well. It looks good. It's funny. It just needs to be all pieced together. So that'll probably be the last thing. Just like I said, maybe besides some kind of montage music video with him one day. I do have a tribute actually on. I got another project. I don't know what I'm calling it right now. It's dubbed Throwbacks, because of the beats. But I'm looking at. I have a tribute song to him that I wrote on there. So that'll come out too. But yeah, as far as content for him, yeah, that's all.
Tribute to Tupac.
Yeah. I mean, I hit his people, his close people, and everyone that was around him when everything happened. And as far as like, I'm like, go ask his mom, like, hard drives, USB drives, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, like, go through his shit. I'm trying to get to your music files and shit like that. Even the originals, the only way to get them right now is download shit off the internet, which I'm about to kind of do and back things up, because we were going to try to get some stuff going, but
yeah, some unreleased shit would be cool, because then you could fucking produce the whole thing and release it. And
yeah, or maybe like just do some kind of like remix project too. I thought of like I could do some you know what I mean, strip the beat down, do something different, but that's we're I don't know, time, work, money, effort, energy, but I'm doing everything I can. You know what I mean? Every time I'm at a show, RIP 2 Bongs, you know what I mean? Say, make him say the name, keep the name alive, kind of thing. So he had 2 kids, man. So that's, you know what I mean? Tough shit. I don't mean tough shit like that. I mean, that's some tough shit.
Yeah,
yeah, not like tough shit. Yeah, tough tits. But,
I got what you were saying.
But yeah, I got a lot of projects, like I said, in the works, other albums and stuff like that. Just got to get everything. I've been trying to drop consistently. I've been trying to play the game.
Right.
I'm an artist, bro. We're doing shit in weird times when I feel like it. What'd you say?
But not too fast, so the quality doesn't.
Yeah, I don't like to do that, or it sounds the same, or just it gets I mean, even if you had different projects that sounded different with different quality, how often, I don't know, like, how often are you online listening to music? Some people are a lot, some people aren't a lot, you know what I mean? And I don't want to I like to get them right in between, you know what I mean? Not annoy you with it, but not make you think I don't rap anymore either. I haven't dropped in 8 years. What the fuck? But
you're not putting out garbage, something just to throw together, to throw out to try to get a money grab or something.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you any filler content, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's no filler on this album, I promise you that.
For sure. Is there anything else you want to release or anything?
Faygo Gang, bang. Shouts out to all the motherfucking people that showed up in here. Shouts out to the fans. Shout out to Horror. Shout out to Fear You. Shout out to 710 Ninja. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lowe's and Loud Podcast and this motherfucker. I definitely want to come back. I'm in this apartment and I'm not in my house right now. Long story, but with the kid situation, so I can't,
I was going to say something, and then I was like, oh.
And not on top of that, but she's here, so I wouldn't do that with her in the household anyway. But next time, man, I got a box up there in the closet. We gonna bust out. So
hell yeah,
we'll get down like that.
Maybe it'll be a situation where we could do an in-person one or something.
Yeah, I'm down. What state are you in?
Midwest, Minnesota, Iowa.
Okay. We can always figure something out. You know what I mean? I'm down to clown around, pull up in town, pull together a show real quick, come do a live podcast, and get something done like that. But to everyone, man, I hate Spotify. Spotify's a bunch of punk ass bitches. Go follow me on Spotify because I need the numbers up on that motherfucker. I'm good everywhere else, but like my Spotify numbers are always like some weak, weird game. Because when Spotify first came out, I just didn't jump on the bandwagon of promoting it. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. But go follow my shit, share my shit. You know what I mean? Send a friend my shit. If you're smoking weed with somebody, fucking hit the joint and hit play on my shit. You know what I mean? Tell them what's up. In the meantime, this is coming out. This should be out, I'm gonna say first week of March. Actually, she goes back to her mom for 2 days, and then I pick her back up for the weekend. So the next 2 days, I'm gonna try to figure out all my dates and everything for this project and go ahead and upload it online and get it going. But yeah, this will be out real soon, real soon. I promise that. Sometime after J-Day, that's for sure. But if you're going to J-Day, if anyone's going to J-Day, keep an eye out for those T-shirts that I just showed you, because some of the homies might be there. I'm not going to be there this year. I can't make it. It's going to be my first J-Day since New Orleans. I just can't do it. I even went to the J-Day that wasn't a J-Day that Jay showed up in Dallas. So it's still a J-Day. But I won't be there, but I got some homies going to bring y'all some merch and just give out free shit. You know what I mean? Give out free T-shirts to the homies and shit just to look out.
For sure.
That's how the fuck I get down. Faygo Gang, get a fucking bang.
Bang. All right, thank you, brother. Yeah, we'll
thank you.
Together again soon.
All right, man. Lows and Loud Productions podcast. I'm you know a little earlier.
It's that time.
Yep.
Whoop whoop.
I'm just gonna vogue for the people till you kick me out of here.